Yo, what up, YouTube? Another day, another topic, still being consistent. 5 days in a row. You already know, man. So, what I wanted to talk about today is the difference between doing good as a person of faith, and as somebody that doesn't believe in God. Because me personally, I do believe in God, and I have noticed because I grew up with many people that believe in God, Christians and Muslims, to be precise, and they all have the same. We all have the same speech about the people that doesn't believe in God. And I remember being young, well, younger. I'm young. I remember being younger, and with my friends, we used to wonder, why doesn't people that don't believe in God don't just do bad things and then become rich? Because if we didn't believe in God, we would be doing all type of crazy stuff. And the reality is that maybe as persons of faith, we should try to get closer to that, to being able to do good, not because we have, because I want it to be really exact, because you know how with religion, everything can be misspelled, but we should try to do good, but like, in order to do good, and not because we fear God. Because it's cool, it's really cool to fear God, but if we don't do evil just out of fear, but we still have that evil in our hearts, it doesn't make sense. And for me, obviously, everybody that will enter the gates of paradise is going to enter the gates, enter paradise, thanks to God's grace, not really because you might have been good or bad, you know, is because every one of us sin, and truly the balance in the force is going to be really tight. And if we count all the things that has given us, like our senses, touch, this life and everything, is not going to work out. And actually, Muslims in Islam talk about this, how, well, even Christianity, the only way that in Christianity they say that we will enter paradise be, because Jesus already died for our sins, not because of how good the human being is. No, because God has forgiven us already. So, we should try, because for me, you're not worth paradise. And this is a big word, and I want y'all to try and understand what I'm saying. But you're not paradise worthy if you just did good out of fear, or out of, for example, for other types of desires. You know how in all the Abrahamic religions, they describe, sorry if I'm not looking at y'all, because the camera is in this side, because I'm holding it with my own hand. So yeah, I'm gonna try and look this way. You know how in every Abrahamic religion, they describe paradise as this perfect thing with fruits, with everybody will be younger, and it will be only be good. and all this. People sometimes they tr- they aspire to be in paradise in order to gain something out of it, and not just because they think of it as the righteous place to be as a righteous people, as a righteous person. Because truly, we should think, for me, we should think that I want to go to paradise because I have been good, and I want to, and I should not suffer as I have been good. So I haven't made nobody suffer, so I shouldn't suffer eternally, right? Not, I don't want to go. I want to go to paradise because I want to eat the best food. I want to live forever with a younger body, or just out of fear of going to hell. I hope I'm making myself clear, because with religion it can go both ways, and I hope y'all are taking out the mask of trying to protect your religion, because I myself, I said I'm Muslim, and really trying to understand what I'm saying, because obviously I think God has given this, because these types of rewards and punishments, hell and paradise, like the things that are in paradise as a reward, and things in hell as the ultimate punishment, because he knows that we, as a simple-minded humans, we can only work through these types of things: fear, desire, and all these things. You know how in the CIA have has these things to make these, I think is a four-word um thing that is basically means the four things that the human needs to change behavior. Let me see if I can find it. I'm sorry, because I have it reading. Sorry, because this is basically the CIA way of operating to change behavior in humans, and this is also what God uses in religion to make us try to escape punishment and go to paradise, right? It's called the mice. It's basically money. One of them is money. You know how money makes people move in this world? Yo, actually, it's crazy that I cannot find it. So what I was saying is, you know how money makes people move in this world? Yeah, I have it right here. The thing is, okay, things that makes people change, like that changes behaviors: money, ideology, coercion, ego, and one of them, it can be mices, even though it's mice, that's the four basics. Another one is sex. And what I mean by this is that this is, we can also find this in how God tries to convince the human being into being good, because he knows that not every human will just be good because he wants to be good. He knows that human beings needs to be either punished or rewarded, just like as animals. You know how you, if you're someone that has a dog, or that really raise your animals discipline, like discipline your animals, you say how, when they do something good you have to reward them, and when they do something bad you have to put something in their brain that allows them to know that that ain't good, this type of behavior ain't right. The same goes for humans. One of them is money. And how can we translate money into the paradise? Because there's not money as, as like paper. the things that are in paradise, the food. It really depends on what type of religion you're in, but every paradise has these things, right? The food, living forever. For some religions, maybe even woman, even I don't know, living forever. You can ask whatever you want. Maybe even the fact of talking to God. This some type of money, a reward. You have ideology. Ideology comes with the religion, and I think doesn't need to be explained. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Coercion. When you coercion means basically being threatened. What's more of a threat to any human that hell? You're basically going to be hurted for eternity. There isn't a bigger threat than this. And even some people of faith don't care. Then when you have ego, I don't, there has to be a way in how ego can enter this. Yeah, ego. They say the righteous ones will be in paradise, and the people that the evil doers will be in hell. You know how you everybody considers themselves to be somebody that does good. Yeah, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. Everybody's a good person, right? Same goes for this. I want to be a good person, so I want to be in paradise. And for me, God, I'm not trying to act and talk as God, but for me, God did this obviously with a purpose in mind, based in how He made us, and for me, we should not try to aspire to paradise by that means, and just by the mean of being good, like somebody who doesn't have faith is good. Somebody that doesn't have faith is good because of his own morals, because of his own understanding of the world and his own views. And we should do the same. We should be even better. We should try and be good, because that is the best way that we can prove existence of God. Because you know how when you're somebody of one religion, and if you're a Muslim, for example, a Muslim living in Christian countries, you will know what I'm talking about. You know that every time you you're typed, let's say you're typed, or if you're a minority, any type of minority will know what I'm talking about. You know how, because personally I'm Moroccan, so I'm not Moroccan coded in my face, but I have been with Moroccan friends and black friends, and everything they do is people gonna put it next to a stereotype. So imagine if my black friend or Muslim friend does something wrong, everybody that has seen him do something wrong will assimilate his behavior to all blacks or all Muslims, right? Like, oh, this black guy steal, this other black guy stole. They like I'm seeing every time, because we all know why social media and why platforms show us all the time these things, but that's another subject. Oh, every time that I'm looking at my TV, I'm seeing a black guy. People start thinking every black guy acts acts this way. And what getting back to the original point, what I mean by this is every behavior that you have, carrying your faith is going to be put in perspective to all the people in your faith. Let's see. So if you're a Christian and you talk about how you made a sin, any type of sin, what will people say? Oh man, Christians don't even care about their religion anymore. They just don't care. They just like Christianity is dead, something like that, and that is wrong. Has nothing to do with. It's just me. I sinned. So what I mean by this is that everybody as a minority, because religion is considered a minority right now, we are being judged to the millimeter. So for me, we should do good in order to, first of all, because we don't want to hurt anybody, and second of all, because we know that if we do good, our God's our God name is going to be elevated. We do good in His name, right? We do good because we're good. He told us to be good, and because we also want people that know that our God wants the world and the human beings on it to do good and to be good. So by us doing good, our religion is going to, I'm talking like everybody's religion, our religion is going to be more like what better seen to the world. The world is going to see it with better eyes, which can make people say, oh, every time I see a Muslim, they do great things, they do good things, I'm interested. Oh, every time I see a Christian, they do good things, I'm interested. And they go interest themselves, and they gonna start converting, or maybe just doing better things. And like this, the world is going to become a way better place. So what I mean by this is, let's do good for God, because that is what God truly wants us to be. Good. He don't want us to fight each other. He don't want us to doesn't want us to kill one another. He wants us to be good, because at least by us being good, we're people that doesn't need to be hurt won't be hurt. And truly, we don't have any enemies. As Vinland Saga said, nobody should be hurt in this world. So if we erase all evil, the world is going to be a better place. And that's what religion is all about. Being good. So I hope I can know what y'all think about of this video. And truly, I would like to see many perspectives on this. And maybe because of my lacking communication skills, I wasn't able to properly speak my idea, because I'm not an native English speaker myself. I'm trying to make effort. This is the entire meaning of this page. And yeah, as I always say, I hope that in a few years I can look myself back to this video and be proud of myself and of my beliefs right now. So yeah, I hope you all understood the video, hope you all liked it, and I hope to see everybody's perspective on it. So you already know, comments, I will be answering to everything and everybody. Love y'all, man.